Zodiac signs as gods. Most people know that the names of the signs of the zodiac coincide with the 12 constellations in the sky that the sun passes through during the year. Astrology is based on this. It may seem like it has nothing to do with your daily horoscope, but when you're facing a difficult situation, it can help to ask yourself how your personal gods and goddesses of the zodiac can handle it. You may even know that these constellations were named after characters from Greek mythology. But how familiar are you with the legends and ancient lore associated with these characters? What about other gods and beings associated with your sign? Could you imagine the zodiac signs as gods that you have known about all your life? The Greeks did not live in a vacuum. The Mediterranean region where they first appeared was, as it is now, divided between many countries and cultures. The Greeks inherited many of their ideas from the people of Mesopotamia, and they also greatly admired the Persian people in the East. Over time, the Greeks contributed to the civilizations that came after them. The Romans, for example, were heavily influenced by their Greek ancestors and adopted some of their deities into their own pantheon, only changing the names. You will surely recognize these names: Mercury, Venus, Mars. Yes, all the planets of the solar system bear the names of Roman deities that go back to Greek roots. However, zodiacal deities are not limited to Greek and Roman cultures. Most of the world's cultures have some spiritual understanding of the basic elements of life: love, war, death, birth. There are gods and goddesses for everything. So if you don't like the one your zodiac sign is officially named after, why not look in another culture for a similar deity that resonates with your own unique nature? Aries, March 21st to April 19th. Aries, Greek god of war. The sign of Aries is the sign of action, fire, lust and rage. Its ruling planet, Mars, was adopted by the Romans from the Greek god of war, Ares. Despite the similarity of names, the constellation Aries represents the ram with the golden fleece from the Greek story of Jason and the Argonauts. Other deities of war and passion include Inanna, Celtic, Jushan Xuanu, Chinese, and Inanna, Sumerian. Taurus, April 20th to May 20th. Venus, Roman goddess of love. Venus, the ruling planet of Taurus, is the Roman goddess of love and prosperity. Taurus has a tender attachment to the finer things in life. So where did the bull come from? The most common myth is that Zeus assumed the form of a beautiful bull in order to kidnap and seduce the Phoenician princess Europa. King Minos, Minotaurus, you understand, of Crete was their son. Other deities of wealth and beauty include Lakshmi, Hindu, Aphrodite, Greek, and Freya, Norse. Gemini, May 21st to June 20th. Dioscuri, Greek protectors of guests and travelers. The constellation Gemini contains the two stars Castor and Pollux, collectively known as the Dioscuri, named after the twin warriors in Greek mythology. Leda was their mother, the king of Sparta was the father of Castor, and Zeus was the father of Pollux. No, the ancient myth makers were not interested in reproductive science. Mercury rules Gemini, and this Roman god of the same name is the god of youth and charm, endowing intelligence and eloquence. Other deities who deal with these concepts include Tyr, Armenian, Papa Legba, Woden, and Ganesha, Hindu. Cancer, June 21st to July 22nd. Hera, Greek goddess of marriage. Greek myth tells us that during Hercules' battle with the Hydra, the goddess Hera sent a giant crab to distract the warrior. When the battle was over, Hera placed the crab in the sky as a sign of appreciation for the crab. As a sign of the zodiac, Cancer gets its traits from Hera, a powerful mother who rules over marriage, birth, and home. And if Cancers seem a little paranoid and overprotective, imagine what Hera had to deal with. Her husband Zeus is a legendary adulterer. In world mythology, there are many mother goddesses, such as Bast, Egyptian, Brigid, Celtic, and Yemaya, West African. Leo, July 23rd to August 22nd. Leo, the Greek Nemean lion. Many cultures considered this constellation to be the lion, and the Babylonians also associated it with royalty. For the Greeks, the lion was the Nemean lion, another challenge to Heracles. Its hide was impenetrable to any weapon and could only be defeated by strangulation. Hercules wore his skin as a cloak, which is quite consistent with the legendary hero. Leo is ruled by the sun. Every pantheon has a sun deity, but if you want something more specific, Leo is also the sign of kings and generosity. Try Amun or Ra, Egyptian, Apollo, Greek, or Yi, Aboriginal. Virgo, August 23rd to September 22nd. Astri, Greek goddess of justice and virtue. The maiden may have been Astri, the Greek virgin goddess of justice and virtue. According to stories, when people became more warlike at the beginning of the Iron Age, Astri gave a stern warning to all of us before disappearing into the mountains. Perhaps the cynical nature of this zodiac sign can be traced to the goddess's careful analysis of everything that went wrong and her understanding that it will only get worse from here on out. Mercury rules Virgo in the same way as Gemini. This sign emphasizes its rational, intellectual side. Minerva, Roman, Nidaba, Sumerian, and Gevion, Scandinavian, are goddesses of such spheres. Libra, September 23rd to October 22nd. Hades, Greek god of the underworld. Libra, is the only sign of the zodiac represented by an inanimate object. In some stories, this is the scales held by Astri, the goddess of justice from Virgo. Others consider it to be the claws of the Scorpio, the sign that governs legal systems, among other things. The Greeks also thought it was the chariot of Hades, who kidnapped Persephone and caused the first winter. The sun in Libra marks the autumnal equinox, the end of summer in the northern hemisphere. Venus rules Libra in the same way as Taurus. Here his love for harmony and compassion is emphasized. Other gentle deities of justice, equality and peace include Shamash, Mesopotamia, Mart, Egyptian, and Vishnu, Hindu. Scorpio, October 23rd to November 21st. Orion, the great Greek hunter. When the hunter Orion boasted that he planned to kill all the animals on earth, Gaia, the goddess of the earth, or Artemis the huntress, in some versions, sent a giant scorpion to deal with him. We can still see Scorpio chasing Orion across the sky every year. Scorpio is the sign of mystery and extreme emotion beneath a cold exterior, a killer sent to show us the consequences of letting our pride get out of control. Scorpio is ruled by Pluto. With his dark, secret plans, he can be considered a trickster, and can be found in the same company as Anansi, Africa, Loki, Scandinavians, and Coyote, Native American. Sagittarius, November 22nd to December 21st. Chiron, Greek centaur. The story of Sagittarius is that of Chiron, the centaur, not to be confused with the asteroid Chiron. The gentlest and wisest of his kind, Chiron was a healer, teacher, and seeker of knowledge. Hercules accidentally shot him with a poisoned arrow, but as an immortal he could not die. To put an end to the unbearable pain, Zeus placed him in the sky in the form of a constellation, and his arrow always pointed to the mysterious heart of Scorpio. Jupiter, Roman version of Zeus, is the planet of Sagittarius. It is associated with abundance and good luck. Similar deities include Tyche, Greek, the seven gods of fortune, Japan, and Copy, Roman. Capricorn, December 22nd to January 19th, Pan, Greek god of the wild. Capricorn is a goat, more precisely, a sea goat. The bottom half is a fish. In fact, The goat in question is none other than the god Pan. When the Olympian gods fought the Titans, it was Pan who found a conch shell in the sea and blew it like a horn to frighten, or panic, the enemy. In other myths, Pan has the lower legs of a goat and the upper body of a man, like a satyr, and plays reed pipes, also called panpipes. Pan is always shrewd, prudent and ambitious. Capricorn is ruled by Saturn, the planet associated with time, patience and rational thinking. Other deities like this include Cronus, Greek, Janus, Roman, and the Norns, Scandinavian. Aquarius, January 20th to February 18th, Ganymede, Greek god of rain. Ganymede was a young man who was taken to Olympus to serve as Zeus' butler. He was the first mortal man to achieve immortality, and because he asked permission to bring water to the people, he also became a rain god. The water carried by Aquarius can be seen as the understanding and wisdom of the gods. When he shares it with humanity, it ignites a divine spark in the souls of mortals, inspiring us to evolve. Aquarius is ruled by Uranus, the planet of surprise and change. Other gods of change, wisdom and evolution are Psyche, Greek, Atene, Irish, and Saraswati, Hindu. Pisces, February 19th to March 20th, Typhon, Greek father of dangerous winds. Aphrodite, the goddess of beauty, and her son Eros, the god of love, tried to escape from Typhon, a monster as powerful as the Greek gods. According to one version, they jumped into the river and turned into fish. Another version is that when they hit the water, two fish came to their aid and helped them get away. In gratitude, the gods immortalized the fish in the constellation Pisces. Ruled by Neptune, the planet named after the Roman sea god, Pisces is associated with imagination, dreams, emotions, and psychic abilities. The gods include Enki, Sumerian, Morpheus, Greek, and Not, Norse.